lives to destroy my sense of hearing. I'm already hard of hearing. You're making it so much worse.
Do you have tinnitus?
I'm not answering that question.
Because I'll give you tinnitus. And hello everyone, welcome to X Mashing Simulator Mach 2.
What part are we at now? 21, so that's 7 parts of X button mashing.
Mach 2.
Thankfully, this game made it very easy to know. It's now right 13.
Yep. 13. So we are in Olympus Coliseum. Let's look at the map. Wow, it's like every other map. 4 to 5 rooms.
It's a little more linear.
Potentially. For all we know, it zigzags. Please don't zigzag.
The zigzags and we are in pain.
Wow, there's only one Heartless. Oh! Power
What did you
Wilds!
expect?
What are you doing here? This isn't your world. Ooh, this deck is really...
Tarzan doesn't exist.
This is a really good deck.
This is their home now.
This is a super good deck. I don't know if you saw it. It's got a lot of high...
They got a lot of high cards. Do you have any zeros?
Yeah, 3 zeros as a matter of fact.
You got a lot of cards. This is like the anti-Wonderland.
So let's take a look...
Should have saved this for last.
Probably. So let's take a look at our deck. 30 cards. It's a lot. It's pretty good. We got Power Wild. Reverses the value of cards 1 through 9. That sounds like it
Could be potentially good.
Sounds like it could be potentially worse.
Potentially, sure.
On accident.
I still wouldn't use it over Maleficent, but...
No, Maleficent is like legitimately the best card I have. I haven't swapped away from it, and I have no intentions on swapping away from it. So, how has your day been, friend?
I'm watching the X button be pressed over and over and over and over and over again.
What's even the point of, like, getting rid of these columns? I can't even jump on them. Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, let's go. You can do it as Sora.
Yeah, but I'm dark and edgy.
Welcome to the 2000s. Everyone was dark and edgy.
Yeah,
You're not special. You just shop at Hot Topic.
Except Riku's never changed. He's always been dark and edgy. Every game. Oh, dude, since we're playing Kingdom Hearts, I can tell everyone and you the story about my friend watching Kingdom Hearts story.
I would just like to remind you this video is going to come out after page 3, so don't date it too much.
True. Okay, well, how about this? To not date this as bad, I think you actually dated it by saying this. This is before...
Well, you was about to say it.
I was going to say, this is before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out that he watched this stuff. Because he was preparing himself for Kingdom Hearts 3. Which we will not spoil.
We can't spoil it. We haven't played it.
Now you've dated it. But anyways,
you're the one that's been rubbing in everyone's faces.
Anyways, so he wanted to get into the series for Kingdom Hearts 3, and he wanted to watch it with me, right? And I was like, okay, you know, makes sense to me. You know, I don't mind it. So first we started with Union Cross, big mistake.
Yeah, that is a lot. Don't do that ever.
I mean,
that is probably the single worst game you could start with. Is that maybe good distance?
It's dumb. He didn't like any of it. He was like, this is stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I know it is stupid.
But why did you start with that one? Like, why?
I forget why. I think he wanted to.
He likes pain.
But yeah, no. So we did Union Cross. And then, I have 3 zeros, let me just get things immediately. So we started out with Union Cross, and that was awful. He really didn't like it, and it was stupid. We also got to see the December update of that, where they added Larxene!
Yeah, that's as far as I've gotten on watching that.
And holy shit, that made me so angry when I heard about that. I'm like, why?
But they're just adding the entire organization at this point.
Mike's my excuse is that storyline, as far as I'm aware, not canon.
It is.
As far as I'm aware, it's not canon.
Unfortunately, it is.
I don't see how it's canon. It technically is not a real world, so screw your trying to make it canon. Fuck you, Nomura. Anyways.
It kind of is. It's very, very hard to explain, but it is.
It has no need to. But, so we watched that, he didn't like it. He thought it was dumb. I mean, I was also... I probably helped influence that decision, because I thought it was too stupid. Because I fucking hate Union Cross, and I'm never gonna like it, because it's stupid! And then we went on to the series overview of, you know, every game before 3. He paused the video so many times because we were watching it like together and stuff. Because he had questions about some small things. He was even better. He was pissed off about the whole Ansem and Diz thing. It confused him. He was like, "Why is this a thing?" And then he was like, "Why does Sora have like 5 guys in him?" Because he has, you know, Ansem the Wise.
Hold on, let's not go too far. We haven't gotten that far in the series yet.
Yeah,
you're about to spoil things.
That's true, but anyways, he paused so many times, and I don't blame him, and I thought it was hilarious because he had so many questions about so many things, and he brought up a good point, which I'm pretty sure you and me have talked about, and he was like, "Why? What the heck is a nobody if they can have hearts? If they're not supposed to have hearts?"
So more spoilers, nice.
I mean,
we just completely don't care anymore.
That one's a lesser spoiler to a lot of things I can go to. It's just
depends on who you ask.
It was great. It was great. It was so funny on how much he paused, thinking like, but basically like pausing it and like saying, "But why? But at what cost?" And I think he asked one of those questions. He was like, "Do you think he like planned this all in advance?" I'm like, "No, I'm pretty sure everybody's agreed that he just writes as he goes."
Like, I can maybe believe that he has ideas in his head for the next game ahead. Maybe. Definitely not this far ahead.
Kingdom Hearts 1 story makes sense. As a matter of fact, it's funny because he said Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are the only stories that actually made immediate sense to him. Like, they were the easiest ones for him to follow.
I can understand 1, but I don't know, 2's actually pretty sloppy too.
I can see 2 being pretty easy to follow. I mean, I think 2 is harder to follow in video form, but I told him this too. I said, Kingdom Hearts is a series that is really easy to understand if you're playing the game, but if you're watching a video, you need to have somebody that can describe it very easily, otherwise it is really easy to screw up on how to describe. Like, you can't ask
there's
me
little details you can miss, and then like the game can still explain it. You can just completely miss it, and then you're completely lost.
So from what I learned from the video we watched, because this guy, I don't remember who it is, unfortunately, sorry, random dude, but basically he explained things, but he didn't over-explain things that, you know, like Nomura decided need an over-explanation. So he didn't over-explain, even though there was more to, like, say, a specific scene, right? He didn't over-explain it, despite the fact over-explaining it is basically what the game does, I guess. So he ended up explaining the entire, the video we're watching, the guy ended up explaining the story very, very well. Which is good, because I was like, if this guy doesn't explain it well, then this is going to be a nightmare to try to comprehend, because it's not an easy game to explain to others. Or series, rather. I'll still always stand by the fact I think it's not that hard to follow if you're playing the game. It's pretty straightforward. Except maybe Dream Drop Distance. I think that one's a stretch.
That one's fine for the most part. It's just the end gets a little crazy.
The end gets crazy in the funniest way possible to me. It just goes. I feel like Nomura just said, "I don't care."
I mentioned to you before how they actually wanted to end the game earlier, but it was too much of a dark ending and Disney didn't like it, so they forced them to extend it.
Wait, it was a dark ending? Wait, hold on. I never knew about it. Elaborate?
Maybe it was Cyber I was talking to that about, but yeah, originally Dream Drop Distance was supposed to stop earlier than where it actually does.
But it was too
the whole
dark?
thing was, yeah, because that Sora was supposed to stay stuck in the realm of darkness.
That would have been so much more interesting, though.
But Disney didn't like it. It was too dark for them.
I feel like
he obviously would have been saved in Cage 3 anyway. So
I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be very, very dark. Yeah. Not very dark, but it's gonna have moments, you know. But you know, that's so weird, though. I mean, I understand that whole Disney thing. I understand it, but I really wish they didn't have that mentality because
it just makes parts of the plot really predictable.
Imagine Nomura going even more balls to the walls. Oh my god.
Cage 3 Xehanort wins. You thought the Xehanort saga was over.
I mean, I think I've mentioned this a few times over. I'd be okay with that.
I think most people would. So he's definitely earned it at this point.
Call me crazy if he's the master of masters.
No, that's goofy. We've already established that. Sorry.
Ah, you're right, sorry.
There can't be two Master of Masters.
Goofy's gonna come out and be like, "It was me all along, Sora."
I just really like the idea of Mickey and Yen said They're like, "We are not worthy. We are not worthy."
I knew what the fuck the Kingdom Hearts is. It's funny because nobody knows still. Nobody's ever gonna know. I don't think Nomura knows.
I was about to say, like, there's no way Cage 3 is gonna explain it. No way.
The video we watched tried to explain it. And I told him,
I might know the one you're talking about just because you said that.
And I was like, I told my friend, I was like, don't listen to him. There's no explanation. Huh?
So I'm almost certain the one you watched, it's the one on game trailers, because that one goes over in excruciating detail.
It probably
But they don't even know.
It probably
But they did actually a pretty good job of describing it, so...
Yeah, but nobody knows what Kingdom Hearts is. Nobody knows what the fuck a Kingdom Hearts is.
Well, for one, there's 3 Kingdom Hearts!
Yeah, okay, that was the biggest mistake you could possibly make.
There's the Kingdom Hearts of Men from the first game. There's the artificial Kingdom Hearts from Kingdom Hearts 2, and there's the actual Kingdom Hearts from basically everything else.
There's one real Kingdom Hearts and 2 artificial ones.
At least 2 artificial ones. Like for example, do we count the one in the data world? Does that count as its own Kingdom Hearts?
Dude, maybe, because apparently the data world's very important!
And, okay, what part of the data world is Recoded and Union Cross the same data world? Because,
I think it was implied they are!
They both have it in some capacity. Actually, I'm not super certain about Recode, but I'm pretty sure it's in there at some point.
It's so much. I tried to, my description was, I was like, imagine as if it was like a different dimension. That doesn't help.
That arguably makes it worse.
But I mean, it's true! I love you more, just kidding, I fucking hate you.
And yet you're still looking to pre-order the game anyway.
Aw, dude, I can't wait to get that special edition. I'm pretty excited for it.
Oh, I know.
It's gonna have a steel book. Which... you know what I've noticed about a lot of artwork in general? Not just game box artwork, but like even album artwork and stuff. There's a lot of artwork which I'll initially either dislike heavily or will just kind of dislike. and then it just grows on to me as time.
Oh well,
comes.
sure, that happens all the time.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually one of those similar situations. While I think the art looks really good, it doesn't have the same aesthetic as like Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's
2.
really busy looking, I guess, if I was to put a word to it. There's
Yeah.
so much stuff going on.
Yeah, but you know, I've warmed up to it since like I want to say
Oh sure.
like since the beginning of this month. I think it looks.
I never
nice.
hated it, but
Yeah, I never disliked it, but I never like inherently disliked it. I was just like, I kind of wish it was more like 1 and 2.
more, you know, at the expense of making Kingdom Hearts meme joke. You wish it was more simple and clean.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like the logo. The logo literally looks like. The logo looks literally like an extension of Kingdom Hearts 2's logo.
I mean, what else were they going to do?
I don't know.
Actually, then again,
Ask
we're talking
Kingdom
about
Hearts
here.
0.2 a fragmentary passage. Kingdom Hearts 0.2. God, that fucking title. Kingdom Hearts
It's your final
0.2
chapter
Birth by
prologue.
Sleep. Final chapter prologue. God, but why?
Recoded 358 days over Chain of Memories.
But why? At what cost? At what
Link up
cost?
distance, Birth by Sleep, fragmentary passage. Oh,
This game has the worst and best titles at the exact same time.
I absolutely love this franchise's titles, and nobody will ever be able to make me hate them.
Oh, dude, it's okay, because there's this Japanese musician who makes, like, the longest titles of all
Oh,
time.
and you've mentioned this person,
Yeah,
yes.
fucking, I love his titles, because they are so ridiculous, and they're so long, and they have no right to be the way they are. But I fucking love it, and I hope he never changes. He's been doing it for like 20 years! It's so good!
I have nothing but respect for the man.
And there's a Twitter page I don't know if it's actually him or if it's dedicated to him, but they just post things that sound like him, and
You remember what the Twitter page is called? I'll look it up right now and start reading some of them off.
the Twitter page is, I don't know, it says his name, it says in the bio, it says not the name of the artist, but the way they type the tweets, I'm like, this has to be him! Nobody can mimic his amazingness!
So you don't know.
I think it's, like, something Hardy Man, like non-Hardy Man or not Hardy Man, it's something Hardy Man. You might be able to find it.
Oh, try. There's a lot of Hardy Man.
I mean, I could just tell you how to spell his name and just Google that and then put Twitter next to it. I think you can find it that way. If you want to do that. Hello?
Huh?
Did you hear me?
Part of it.
I said, did you want...
Oh, sure, just tell me, what is it?
So, K-E-I-J-I with space H-A-I-N-O and just, I guess, put Twitter afterwards on Google and you should find it.
Yeah. Keishi Hino Twitter. Here he is. And he's literally just Hardy Man.
Oh, it's just Hardy Man. Try it.
This means nothing to me. That is his first title. Show me a clock that is not made from time, and I will show you a farmer pointing with a vegetable. Pointing the. This started to sound like our Bloodborne titles, but better.
Dude, I love his titles so much.
If there are eggs to party, then there are eggs to work. I would like to mention that he's capitalizing the first letter of every word.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like a title.
Yeah. Oh, sweet nothing. Ain't got nothing at all. Cosmic Sands. A sandwich without a center is hardly a sandwich at all. No egg on egg. Ask a stupid question and get a stupid answer? I'll just keep playing and try to keep everything T. Like T-E-A-T.
This literally sounds like shit you would say. I love it.
Do you think you are real? Or just the face of a child drawn on a melon? Clearly, of the face of a child drawn on a melon.
Oh, I love it.
Well, the word mole doesn't translate to infinity, but it should.
What?
Self-portrait with a bell and an empty screen. Yes, that one, over there. Mine goes ahead, legs stay behind. Actually, that would kind of just sounds like work. The rift that led to open spreads half a day's work sideways. It never got empty enough for me.
I swear.
Nothingness compares to you, and 2 is the number 2, U is the letter.
I swear he just types words. Like...
Another blossoming of the total unity of irreproachable existence unfolding as annihilation in the presence of cosmic retaliation. Let's get some drinks.
Holy shit! Was that one thing?
Yes!
Oh my god!
Let's get some drinks!
Why isn't it the way end?
The sphere suggests no solutions to the riddle of why you are almost perfectly alone.
I love it. This is like my favorite Twitter account.
Keep your pecker up. Tell me how to see into other people's lives and how to boil their kettle.
Oh, I mean...
Your symmetry must be severely broken because I can barely stand the sight of you. That's just really mean.
That does sound like a title.
Is it any particular instant? I will just sit here in eternity until tea time. He really likes tea.
He likes tea and eggs.
Seriously?
Specifically on this Twitter account, it's always tea and eggs.
My 0 is a house. No, my 0 is a horse. Even better. Emptiness is more like a drink than a soup. I wonder what drink it is.
Emptiness. Fucking love this man.
I don't like cricket. I love it. The spirit of an individual reaches its own absolute through incessant tea. What is this guy's favorite tea?
I don't know. He just once he did a tweet. You know what? It was one word. It just said egg.
I'm not just a clock. I'm not just a clock. The second one was all caps. Just kind of upset that. Try and use just your tongue to push the world around. Yes, it is possible.
Thanks for the clarification.
Don't deny it, you just tried it, everyone. I went backwards in time when I tried to swat that fly, but I discovered nothing there except all the points on a compass and senseless decaying screams.
This literally sounds like everything he would make. I love it.
Put me into my misery.
Holy shit, I fucking love this guy so much.
Just like water, you and I have no memory of our origin single flashing moment, but on the other hand, we are able to travel uphill. What is this?
It's art.
Hearing the phrase an old mirror, you might imagine a thin sheet of ice, yet a moon always succeeds in a moon.
Oh.
Don't think of an elephant. Just don't.
Shit, I thought of one. It's funny.
I like Tempo the Badass Elephant, though. Fun game.
True, true.
Hino is large, then he is large. If Hino is small, then he is small. Know then that Hino cannot be measured as large or small, and is beyond the aspect of neutral. Maybe all this just isn't for you.
I love it.
Whatever is happening, whenever it is happening, depends on this naked utterance. Noodles.
Noodles.
Noodles!
Fucking love it.
Eggs, tea, and noodles.
Please tell me that was a tweet.
No, that wasn't a tweet. I was just like the noodles thing is, but
I was hoping the eggs to your noodles.
I wish. Hands make even more sense than nothing. Oh,
too deep for me.
Waves of Torment is one of 8 hot hells. No funny stuff. Water pretty much stays in the same place. Go home, emptiness. You're drunk. Thank you for waiting. The author of all disasters will see you now. Permit me to transform the base metal of talking into the shining gold of gossip.
I love this man so much.
Together carefully we'll traverse this impossible void. While on the path, did you learn its ancient and soundless name? Now buy me a drink.
Those are probably my favorite ones, is when it's like something like intentionally philosophical / deep, and then he just ends it with something ridiculous.
By something ridiculous, I want tea, buy me tea.
Or buy me a drink.
Oh please, like there's any doubt what drink he wants.
Dude, he's Japanese. Okay.
He's only talked about tea though.
Oh, sorry, that's English people I'm thinking of.
The joy of emptiness. Good morning, sunshine. Those who do not belong back to back.
Is it the joy of emptiness ...
No, it's 2 different tweets.
Oh.
Joy of Emptiness was May 24th, and then Good Morning Sunshine was May 22nd.
I'm pretty sure he's made a song called The Joy of Emptiness.
Hair is wasted on those that have hair.
Whoa.
I should go bald.
The master has spoke.
Hell is empty lived. There were once, twice, 3 times an abyss with no measurable horizon.
I mean, it's the abyss.
Just the hole. Mine's a pint of emptiness. Here's the vibration. Speak! Sound! Gong!
Oh, I love it! Why?
Opposite of void. Strong reflections in a silent flame.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Enveloping darkness will use any words to me besides boo! Time may be an illusion, but I am as reliable as a hammer.
Oh. That's good.
I never forget my legs. I think that's the most him response so far.
That's good.
Okay, big one. Let me try and make things a little easier for you, while also admitting that even people whose pride never stops vibrating cannot help themselves when confronting with the powerful suction of the Western Quarter.
Do you need a drink of water? That was a mouthful.
Yes, I do. Two versions of emptiness can be distinguished by examining their holes, but because a hole is not there, it is not obvious how to define a hole.
Wait a minute.
If a tree has an intelligent root, then it stops being a root because it begins to be busy being intelligent and is unable to hold on to its earthiness.
I mean, is he wrong?
Is tomorrow's curry one taste? Is it becoming the heaviest because it is reaching the sense of isness, partly connected to the night and partly connected to the day? That's right, one taste and process of expansion.
What?
I'm starting to think this guy's not really all that deep at all, and he's just really, really into drugs.
I think
and depression.
I think he just types. He just types things.
He definitely has an obsession with tea, and he's really depressed. I can tell those two.
I don't think he's depressed. I think he's having the goddamn time of his life.
It's just half of these are talking about emptiness and despair and darkness.
That's kind of just a part of his aesthetic. He's like a nihilistic person, I guess is the best way to put it. God, I love all of his titles so much. They're just so good. Like, you can't convince me that his titles are just not amazing.
Once the feature, always the feature, as long as it has no holes.
There, I rest my case.
Okay, biggest one so far. First, think of space filled with material where everything moves around. It can be deformed in any way you please. Cover the whole surface with intersecting lines and call them X, Y, and Z. Now put a clock in each corner. Do we have a holistic reference?
What? This is like a science project?
Like a math project.
I feel like these are instructions to my high school science project.
Some new shapes might solve your infinite problems. It's just a suggestion.
It just sounds like he's talking to someone. You know, it's just a suggestion.
Look into the sun for long enough and you might be able to capture a slow wave of nothing.
I mean, I won't be able to see.
Exactly, as I said, like, you'll see nothing. Let's imagine little animals working on the surface of your hand who know nothing about the outside world or how they even judge the whole process. Can you hear what they say?
I like that one.
A dog is someone who is not interested in salads, but thinks you should not eat them yourself. Robert, don't you dare. Imagine what a terrifying world we would live in if our dogs cared about our diets. It's like, no. Don't you dare eat that salad. You're going for the bacon and you're gonna like it.
Oh, I love it. I love this guy so much.
In the beginning was the grim end for all who were there.
Sounds like a title he would make a song for.
Death is a door, time is a window. Give me a moment, please, I'll be right back.
I like how it sounds so serious. Give me a moment, please, I'll be right back.
You can't make emptiness without breaking some eggs. Oh, eggs again! I offer this challenge to you. Don't just be an endlessly dancing skeleton. Put some flesh back on your sour face.
What the... Yeah, that sounds like something he would say.
You say you can't take it with you. I'm taking it with me.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Perhaps you are perfect and simple being overly constructed from space, time, and dust.
Question? Is there a question mark at the end?
I only ever cry after I have been chopping the cosmic onion.
Cosmic onion, how dare you!
I'm only in March, by the way.
I love it. I love this man.
Sometimes it is hard to be a personality wave demystified. I think that was just an admission.
Wait, what?
Sometimes it's hard to be a personality wave demystified.
I guess?
That just sounds like a personal confession from him.
Oh man.
Like, sometimes it's hard to be weird.
Maybe, you know? I wouldn't doubt it. Because I don't know anybody that can replicate this to a T.
In absolute space and absolute time, not much really happens.
See, now that's what I call deep.
Annihilation. Probably.
Is probably in parentheses.
No.
Damn, disappointed.
There's a comma after annihilation.
Okay.
And he never uses punctuation, so you'll have to take what you can get. I just called to say, regardless of what we call left and what we call right, if the entire universe were reflected in a mirror, your personality would still leave something to be desired. Well, screw you too, you jerk! In the mood for emptiness. An egg will not let you down. Eggs! You haven't mentioned anything about tea in a while. I'm starting to get worried. Exciting small particles of forgiveness. Your internal shape will not bend towards requirements.
Eggs. Give me more eggs.
It's grim up emptiness. Life is cheap, but death is important.
Eggs.
The black mass of nothing hovering in the center of all your doubt. Don't let that tea brew forever. There's the tea!
Don't let that tea brew forever!
I have seen the naked sun, and there is a lot of energy behind that, but unlike the moon, it continues to shine because it has no choice.
I fucking love this man.
When you have a big floor, you can finally begin to dance unless Time Shadow silently undoes your shoes.
What?
I want to try to read the comments on one of these. Oh, there is none. Shame. Y'all are failures as human beings. Come die with me. No. Blood is not at the center of the universe. In fact, there is nothing at the center of the universe.
Oh.
Why do you demand a scream from me? Do I accuse you of becoming ghosts and plants? You may have made your way from worm to human, but much of you is still a worm.
Oh.
He's just being a jerk at this point. Nothingness means never having to say you're sorry. Don't misunderstand the hidden intent of mystical experience except to be a gigantic state of blah!
I'm a fan of the blah.
Enjoy this form and gift that I bestow upon you, particularly the obligation to return the favor. I'd like to mention that this was the tweet before the blah! I bestow this gift. Blah!
Did you do another one? What's up with the
time
blah?
and heat, but before breakfast.
What's up with the blahs?
There's just one, I was just reiterating. Rejoin the timeless nowhere that flows from the source at nothingness. Chance!
Hey, I got Hades. What does this card even do?
Probably increases fire damage. Alright, to guess, I'm gonna check, but... Okay, Hades, you're up here. No, he's not. Boost the power of attacks when low on HP.
Even worse.
That actually might be comparable to Maleficent. Debatably.
If my HP
Maleficent's safer, but...
Yeah.
Memory yields to emptiness, while emptiness yields to Flavor Town.
Is that a Guy Fieri joke?
Discipline is a refrigerator, and chaos is all the chaotic things happening inside a refrigerator. But order is that the refrigerator breathes cold air over everything.
Oh my lord! Oh my... Fucking my cheeks.
The next one just looks like a dick joke. Like, not even a joke. Dazzling naughty sausage. That is a dick joke, 100%.
Dazzling naughty sausage.
Vexen is no more.
Yes.
Oh, Vexen died. His scent is gone.
Axel struck him down.
Yes! The Darkness, dark darkness! I can smell the darkness!
Vexen proved to be no match.
I love it.
Yet he's still under.
I forgot, we're almost at the end of Riku's
We
story.
cannot eliminate Sora, can we?
I like you, Hot
Correct.
Song. Vertically set aflame.
For our superior,
I like you too.
he is in
The
dire
tea
need of
and
your
beer of
aid.
happiness is deadly poison. This demon talk I trample in the kitchen.
Light
The tea is back!
we may find use for the dark.
Also, I leaked into
What we
2017
must
now.
do is obtain the
I love
darkness.
Riku. Of course.
None more Black Friday.
None more.
More tea? This one says more tea.
He's aware.
It's like more tea? Question mark? That's the whole thing.
Remember how I said he once did just eggs? He also did eggs
If I
too.
get through this, will I be free of the darkness?
I'm gonna check the more tea one. Yes, that one got responses. There's two. Yes, please, KG. The other one is just yes, please.
More tea? Question mark.
Yes. And the pale mountain turns red and faint clouds float in the sky. I think I'll take these boots.
I mean, at
Just
least,
Harry.
at least he has his priorities.
This one says just Harry. Okay.
And well, that's the end of that
Nonsense,
part.
absolutely.
Next is Halloween Town.
What? There's a tweet that literally just says what?
and that's a good part to end that on.
Time is purple. Purple is not time.
What? We'll see you guys in the next part.
The object of purple can be nothing but a vortex of which the first purple is the vortex.